To access all full body language videos, breakdowns and analysis, alongside the game that I can't feature here on YouTube, check out the Patreon, the link is in the description. Thanks.
Everyday Superpower, we talk body language, relationships, game, everything in between. Let's continue moving onwards, shall we? We're watching Blind Dating a Famous Comedian. We'll talk about attraction, repulsion, communications as a whole. If you're just joining me now, what I would recommend is you start from the beginning, which there will be a link down in the comment section. If not, just enjoy the ride anyway, mate. You know what I mean? You'll have a good one. You'll learn a lot. So this girl's about to showcase her abilities. All right, she's been broken down, worn and torn within the past 30 seconds by Mr. Trevor Wallace. She's now, you know, having to show her capabilities, probably with a little bit of a cuddle behind the scenes, a little bit of a, you know, a little bit of a pep talk. And why do I say that? I say that because this tattooed girl goes out of her way to defend her. If you pay attention here, this is where we left off on the last video, but I'll just highlight it once again. So she got sent to the back. If anything, she actually got sent left, all right, as a bit of a joke, but she took it serious. She acted so quick upon the potential of having to go left. It just makes you think maybe she's used to this, right? Whereas somebody who doesn't really face rejection often is probably going to be a little more stunned and shocked, you know, at something so abnormal happening, maybe in some degree of disbelief. Okay, so let's move on. Let me point out the defense here. So the people behind the camera have said, go on.
Yeah, I can show.
Can you show him the thing? Show him the thing, you know, the thing that you said no to when he asked you to do it anyway.
She's gonna kick my hand.
Higher.
If you kick my hand, you're immediately going home.
He says, if you kick my hand, you're immediately going home.
And so am I. I need an ice pack.
Don't be a bitch. She got
Don't be a bitch, she says, all right. Which is less so saying, don't be scared, and more so, don't be a bitch to her. Stop being tight, all right?
this.
I'm in.
Yeah, you got it.
Are you
You
ready?
got it, baby.
Are you ready? Okay. My nipples are hard.
Hi, Trevor.
Hey.
Here we go. Ava says hi, Trevor, in a hushed tone, comes out, shakes hand, takes dominant position, takes the upper hand.
Hi, we know each other.
We do.
Hi, I'm Ava.
We used to date.
We used to date.
What?
Just for the plot.
We did it for clout.
So she says, we used to date. Now this is a twist, eh?
I'm Ava.
We used to date.
We used to date.
What?
And this is actually quite rude, okay? Watch the hand gesture.
Hey.
Hi, we know each other.
We do.
Hi,
So he crosses the hands, defensive. Now watch what he does.
I'm Ava.
We used to date.
We used to date.
Hard.
Hi,
Hold on.
Trevor.
Hey.
Hi, we know each other.
We do.
Hi, I'm Ava.
We used to.
Get a load of this guy. The backwards pointing thumb is a negative non-verbal communication. Imagine if you were with your friends and they said, this guy. It's a symbol of detestation in its own way. It's somewhat a disrespectful non-verbal. Now, he might not be going out of his way to be so, but this is what this hand gesture portrays. Okay?
Date.
We used to date.
What?
Just for the plot.
We did it for clout.
Yeah.
We might do it again. Who knows?
It was a PR thing.
Yeah, it was set up by our managers. My fun fact is that my
So they made a joke about her digging into her ear, but this is a non-verbal cue, right? Because as she's explaining, we did it for our managers and blah de blah. She doesn't like what she's hearing. She doesn't like what she's saying. There's something about what she said which is uncomfortable to her, and what she is doing is blocking her ears. Because as children, when we hear something we don't like or we shut something out, we go, blah, 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 and, you know, literally stick our fingers in our ears. As we get older, we hide it more so, but we still have a reflex when we hear something we don't like. Our hands will come up and maybe tug on our earlobe or massage our ear or go behind the ear onto the neck, or, you know, as the women do, fidget with the hair above the ear. We find more indirect means of doing so because we're told we can't be kids anymore, right? We have to be adults, even though we are the exact same people and we still have the same reflexes and the same nonverbal cues. So what she's doing is not just like digging out her ear for the sake of it. It's because she doesn't like what she's explaining. She doesn't like what she's hearing herself say or what her mind is telling her right now.
It was a PR thing.
Yeah, it was set up by our managers.
So this whole explanation, she's doing this.
My fun fact is that my first sexual experience was with my cousin.
My first sexual experience is with my cousin. All the girls love the gossip. They all lean in to get a visual cue of what's going on. Women read, but I read this as well. Check this out, right? Now, of course, you know, you got to take a little bit of leeway on the numbers here. But I was reading a study. They did a test on how correct women and men read the nonverbal cues of what they were given. Men under 50%, 42% of men were able to correctly read the nonverbals of others. Guess how much it was for women? 87 to 89% got it right. So it's an inbuilt trait for a woman to read nonverbal communication. They said if you, as a man, I'm not giving no info, I'm not giving you game to go in this direction, but I'm saying as a passing note, what they said is if you as a man want to lie to a woman, do it on the phone. So she can't pay attention to your body because your body gives you away. All right. Sigmund Freud said that. Yeah, himself. He says you can't lie because it seeps through your every pore. And it's most definitely true. So these women don't just want to hear what's being said. They want to see her body reflect what's being said. Okay, let's go.
Well, first
I
like
don't know
30.
if that's a fun fact. That's a family fact. I'll say that. First cousin, second cousin, third cousin.
Well, it was like my dad's girl.
And as he makes her laugh, she bows in submission.
Fun fact. That's
Look.
a family fact. I'll say that.
She bows in submission like a koto. If you go to like Eastern culture and you see them bowing down to their superiors and so forth, how much more different is it to what you're seeing now? Okay? If he makes her laugh, he makes her submissive because this submissive laughs and smiles more frequently to the dominant. Not only is that the case, but she is literally lowering down, putting her head at crotch height, right? Let's keep moving.
First cousin, second cousin, third cousin.
Well, it was like my dad's girlfriend's niece, but we were in the same family.
Type
for,
shit.
Like, yeah, type shit.
Where's it? Where
Legal.
was this? What's?
He continues defending himself, even when coming in and dapping her up. He still continues to create this defensive obstacle that is shutting her off from garnering access to him, right?
State.
Hey, should I say that? She's gonna know. Well, she probably already knows it.
She knows. She saw you. What the fuck,
saw you.
Ava?
No, it was reversed. It was more like I was.
Cowgirl?
Yeah, sure. We were both girls, so it was.
Scissoring your cousin is crazy.
Well, I'm from Missouri, so I feel like that's another.
You put your cousin in misery.
Girl, yeah.
Pay attention.
Crazy.
He's actually open at this point. When does he release the fence? Look,
Can I say
so
that?
he's
She's
holding
gonna
on.
Well, she probably already knows.
So he opens his palms up to the sky. All right. Be honest. Be open. We're friends here.
She knows.
He opens himself up. He directs attention to his genital area because penis jokes are funny and he's been doing this all the way through. Look at the back off on Goth Girl there. Look at the curvature on that. Well, we got Tattooed Girl who's got the heavy front end. We got Goth Girl who's got the heavy back end. Come on now, get back.
Saw you.
She turns away, blading away, because she wants to shut out what she's just seen with him doing that. Not necessarily in a negative way, but she has such a reaction that she swivels, right? It generates an accentuation of movement. All this energy surging through her bones. As she does so, the girl at the back, very entertained by this sex joke, does the same gesture as we spoke on earlier of the bowing down to the submissive entity. Very nice indeed.
What the fuck, Ava?
What the F, Ava? He's making her really laugh. They're engaging well. He looks a little bit smitten. He's having a good time. He relieves himself of the barrier he formed across his chest, and oddly enough, in the contrary, she creates a barrier, not in a defensive manner, but in a self-soothing of the activation of the abdominal muscles from her laughter. It's a positive, right? So as she actually covers herself up in this positive means, he releases himself. So they are doing the dance of body language here as to where one covers up, one releases, one covers up, one releases through their different myriad of means, okay?
No, it was reversed. It was more
It was reversed. She starts explaining herself.
like I was
Cowgirl?
Cowgirl, he says in disbelief.
Yeah, sure. We were
And I'm only going through this to see when the defense gets put back up, right? As she's explaining, the girl in the back here, eyes glazed over, is in her inside world. So she is following the story as to what she's saying. She's doing the math and working it out herself. She's not paying attention to anyone in the room aside from her own internalized thoughts, all right? Her conscious mind.
girls, so it was.
Scissoring your cousin is crazy.
Scissoring your cousin is crazy. Pay attention to the eyes as he says that. He looks upwards, activating the visual element of his conscious mind. He is accessing the visual construction here. So he is literally picturing what is going on.
Cousin is crazy.
Well, I'm from Missouri, so I feel.
So she says, I'm from Missouri, stares over at him. So I think it's the intense communication that has made him defend himself, right? As opposed to her bouncing around, going left to right to center and disconnecting. Now we're completely frontal again. Well, I say completely frontal. We don't see them standing face to face. So I don't know what the blading is saying, because he is slightly looking over his shoulder to engage with her. So I don't think they're completely intimate standing head to head. He grips onto both of his arms, okay, securing himself in place.
I feel like that's another
You put your cousin in misery.
girl. Yeah.
You scissored your cousin? How old were you?
Well, it wasn't like we were scissoring. I don't
What the
know.
f were y'all doing? Rock, paper?
Rock paper. Yeah.
She pacifies
It
herself
wasn't
early.
like we were scissoring. I
We
don't.
weren't scissoring.
What the f were y'all doing?
She starts thinking.
Rock, paper?
As she does, she elevates her arm, releasing the pheromones from the armpit, starts brushing the back of her head, okay, tugging at the hair. So this isn't a exposure of the neck like we will see generally when it comes to the performative value of the playing of the hair. This is a genuine pacifying behavior, a stroking of the back of the head, which is what men would do, right? If this was both of her arms, it would create what's called a cradle of the head, like the baby who can't lift his own head up, so finds comfort in the security of having, you know, somebody do that job for them, okay?
Rock paper. Yeah. No, we would do a little.
What the f were y'all doing? Rock, paper?
Rock paper.
Rock, paper. She covers up her mouth.
Yeah. No,
Mouth blocking cue.
we would do a little playing house. You know. It's like,
We were doing a little playing house, she says, as she shakes her head side to side, saying, no, we weren't.
it's normal. That's
That's the
normal.
worst game of house ever.
That's
hey,
normal.
step cousin, I'm home.
Anyway, you want me or not?
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I want somebody.
Anyway, you want me or not, we've spoken enough about this. How much more do I need to expose? Do you want me or not? They acted together as a couple. She demanded, he gave her an answer. She took masculine position in that. Who's to say this isn't part of the plot here? Who's to say this isn't part of the plot here? Do you want me or not? Give me the question, because I'm not fearful of it being a no, because I know what the answer is. You know? Look.
Anyway, you want me or not?
Anyway, do you want me or not? Give me an answer. No more fun.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I
down.
want somebody who you have good ties with your family. You're close
Yeah.
to the family.
I'm kink friendly.
Unlike her, how
I'm kink friendly, she says, as she elevates her shoulders, turtling her neck. Okay, that's
You have
a defensive
good
mechanism.
ties
Look.
with your family. You're close
Yeah.
to the family.
I'm kink friendly.
I'm kink friendly. She shrugs her shoulders to say, am I? I might not be, I don't know, but I'm saying I'm kink friendly. Trust me, it's not a kink. Having sex with your family member isn't a kink. Like, well, I guess it is if like you're into that whole stepmother, step whatever the hell situation, but you know, generally speaking, that's not up there with kinks, is it? Like fetishizing and having sex with family members.
Unlike her, how's the family in your life?
Right. Let's see what tattooed inked girl has got to say in the next video. I'll see you there, people. Peace.
To access all full body language videos, breakdowns and analysis, alongside the game that I can't feature here on YouTube, check out the Patreon. The link is in the description. Thanks.